Hello friends, for next week's stock preview, I would like to first mention about FUBO. FUBO TV, it's a online streaming service provider, and it's mainly carries regular TV shows and sports networks. Personally, I used it during the Euro Cups, and then I canceled it right before the trial finished. And I also asked some of my friends. They also used it temporarily and then deleted it afterwards. But with the Delta variant, it seems to be coexisting with us in the foreseeable future. I think for long term, online streaming is still a stronghold. So when FUBO reporting earnings next Tuesday, I will probably be cautious for the short term. And if you look at the charts, it looks like still in a downward trend. And just recently, for the past 2 weeks, it's holding at the $25 level to wait for the earnings. And we can see there is a strong support at the $15 and $25 area. And if its revenue growth, subscriber growth is beyond expectations, I would say it would jump to $35, and I hope for the week or two after the earning, it can hold at the $35 level. Then I would go in for long term. And another strong point for FUBO is that it's sports betting business. We can compare numbers with other sports betting groups such as DraftKings and Penn National Gaming. They are all at like $50, $70 level. And FUBO's long-term debt compared to DraftKings and Penn is pretty good. Even though the return on equity is weak, but their sales is pretty good. And let's look at the earnings. The price sales is okay. Overall, long term for FUBO, I would say looks like they're finishing the bottoming out and gonna reach the right side of a cup, maybe around 55, 60. Then I would expect another correction and then keep going up, maybe to $70 or $80 eventually in the next few years. So if you do holding FUBO stocks, probably I would buy a put or sell cover call just to hedge a short-term risks. So that's my FUBO strategy for its earning. Now let's move on to Planeteer. Planeteer is also reporting next Thursday, and you can see it's also in a downtrend. And actually, what I don't like this chart is that after its consolidation since last February, it's been 6 months, and I feel like it's been too long. The chart is not asymmetric and looks like some it's dumping here last Friday. And then we can see major resistance at around the $18, $17 level. And if it's a revenue growth is subpar, it may drop to even 12 or 13. And then we can see upper target area is like 30, 32. So overall, of course, Planeteer works a lot with the US government, and the cash flow should be good, but we have yet to see its revenue growth level, because right now its PE is around like 180. That's very high. I don't know if it can justify its price unless it has monster sales growth to report this quarter. So the strategy is the same, similar to FUBO. I would probably hedge around that $22 by put or sell covered calls, and then observe after earnings report, see the price action. Now, other than FUBO and Planeteer, for earnings reporter, I would also pay attention to Trade Desk. The Trade Desk is being huge during the online commerce season, especially after COVID. And I think it has great impact if based on its earnings on other similar sectors related to online gaming and cloud computing. So Monday, when Trade Desk reports, we should see how other companies reporting or their price action interact with the following suit with the Trade Desk. Currently, you can see Trade Desk is breaking out the wedge. Hopefully, after earnings, you can get new high, maybe back to 100 again. Disney is also reporting. Hopefully, this earnings report will push it back to 180, 185 level, because for its previous earnings, it dropped from 180 to 165. I think all focus will be on its Disney Plus subscriber growth. And with the Delta variance, I don't think the Disney Parks revenue would matter that much. So we'll see. Then other than earnings, of course, we have all these mini stocks. Robinhood. Looks like its volume is decreasing and it's holding pretty stable last Friday. If it keep falling and recover the gap, I think I would jump into buy at 47 and maybe stop loss at maybe 45 and see if it will recover to like $75, $80. Depends on how people react. That's all about volume on Hood. Another meme stock I would like to mention is a Sphere 3D. Now this company is interesting. Although it's a software company, but it's recently acquired the mining rights on Bitcoin. So now I think this stock is a Bitcoin play as well. And depends on the overnight Bitcoin price. I expect Monday, the lowest price it will go is 4.5. It probably will hold here and then keep climbing with the good news around Bitcoin for the past week. I expect the price will double around to $10 for any in the next 2 weeks. The last stock I would be focusing on is Zoom. Looks like it's forming a nice bottom and then goes on to form a right side of a cup. I expect it to retest 400 levels and eventually reach 450 or 435 before its next earning report, I think at the end of August. The trend is looking nice here, so probably tomorrow, if it is a retest 380, I would buy a 400 call before the earnings. And then we can see the 50-day moving average is 367. So basically here we have a gain-loss ratio about 2-to-1. I will probably get in, say 380, 375, and then the cut loss would be 363. Well, that's pretty much it next week. Good luck trading, guys.